Just Curry here. Welcome to the Just Curry Show on the 25th of November 2020. And I'm breaking news here on the Just Curry Show that the game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens for tomorrow's Thanksgiving game has been postponed because of the coronavirus. Yep, just like they said, we see five players test positive, and there's nothing they can do about it. So maybe tomorrow's game, but tomorrow's game will be the Cowboys and the Redskins and the Lions and the Texans. Hopefully, they're going to have two games, not just three, but two games here for tomorrow. The Lions play the Texans at 1 o'clock, and the Cowboys play the Redskins at home at 4:25. But the Steelers and Ravens game have been postponed because of coronavirus and and we saw on ESPN. The game has been postponed. Yes, the game has been postponed because of the coronavirus outbreak. And here it is. It says Ravens versus Steelers pushed back to Sunday after Baltimore's outbreak. Ryan Clark agrees with the NFL's decision to move Ravens Steelers from Thursday to Sunday after several positive coronavirus tests from Baltimore. Now, the Thanksgiving night game between the Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers have been moved to Sunday, the NFL announced Wednesday. Now, kickoff is set for 1:15 p.m. Eastern, and the game will be broadcast nationally by NBC. The decision came after the COVID-19 outbreak among the Ravens Wilson, and it promoted an angry response from Steelers players. Now, Baltimore added three more players, offensive lineman Patrick Markler and Matt Skakula, lineman defensively, and Carlos Campbell to the reverse COVID-19 list Wednesday. The Ravens now has seven players who test positive or have been identified as close contacts. Now, close contacts, a group that hosts totally 2,127 snaps this season. The NFL decided to postpone the game because it wants to use the rest of the week to conduct more testing and contact trace tracing. A sources told ESPN's Dan Gonzalo the announcement came about 3 or 1 hours before the scheduled kickoff. Now, this decision was made out in Downers of caution to ensure the health and safety of players, coaches, and game day personnel, and it consultations with medical experts. The NFL said in a statement, the outbreak has been widespread in Baltimore, when members of the Ravens coaching staff and support staff had also tested positive. We appreciate the NFL for this daily working closely with us to ensure the well-being of players, coaches, and staff from both of the Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers organizations. The Ravens said in a statement, this is the second time the Steelers schedule has been threatened by COVID-19. The Week 4 game against the Tennessee Titans was moved to Week 7 because of the outbreak in the Titans organization. The first Ravens matchup was then moved from Week 7 to the Steelers organization scheduled by on Week 8, and the Week 4 postponement became Pittsburgh's de facto bye week. At this time, the Steelers lose their main game, meant by week with the Thanksgiving game being moved to Sunday. Now, the Steelers will not host fans for Sunday's game because new orders and advisors from the state regarding limits and outdoor gatherings going into effect there Friday. Only friends and family of players and an organization will be allowed to in the Seton Bowl for food capital at Heinz Field, 2,500, including coaches and players. Now, Steelers wide receiver J.J. Smith, scheduled 12 minutes within minutes of Wednesday's announcement of the rescheduling game. expressing his disappointment. And it says, first, the NFL takes away our bye week because another team can't get the COVID situation together. Now they'll take away our Thanksgiving prime time game for the season for the same reason. But he knows. Now the Baltimore Ravens always know that the game has been postponed. The Steelers know, so that the Steelers game had to be postponed. The Steelers players told them, and the NFL had to postpone the game tomorrow. And nothing more they can do about it. So what has happened to all these Morris and all those players that they just cancel the game and then reach a Sunday and it starts at 1 o'clock on ABC. Now, now we all know that the Steel players are angry, and I think they were angry about the Baltimore Ravens game miss. Now, game between the Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers has been moved to Sunday. The NFL announced Wednesday. Now the kickoff is set for 1:15 p.m. Eastern, and the game will be broadcast nationally by NBC. Now, that's what it says. Now, sources told ESPN that the Steelers will have Players' Day off Thursday after practice Wednesday. Coach Mike Callahan had planned to get his players off until next Wednesdays after the Thanksgiving game, but those plans have changed. We feel like we have really good plans on exactly when the transmission accord accord Dr. Alan Sales, the NFL's game medical officer, told NFL Network on Wednesday, and I think that we feel like we're a couple of days away from being out of that window of availability for the transmission event. Now, this marks the 13th game has been postponed or moved this season because of the coronavirus related. Now, it's just but the first postponement since week 5. 3 weeks ago, the San Francisco 49ers played against the Green Bay Packers on Thursday night, even though they had placed full players on the reverse COVID-19 list. Early Wednesday, some waving players expressing concern about playing. Players say the wild joke. Ravens defensive end Derek Wolf tweeted, "This was time since 2005 that the NFL will have only 2 games playing on Thanksgiving." And it says, well, the Ravens outbreak began hours after Sunday's 23-24 overtime loss to Titans, with the team's leading running backs J.K. Dobbins and Mark Ingram had tested positive. Noah's tackle Brandon Williams was there identified as risk close contact. On Monday, Baltimore closed its factory in the morning before reopening in the afternoon, but the team had walked through and they left. The Ravens shut down the factory again, more possible tests, and conducting all team appetites voluntarily. Outside linebacker Para McPara became the fourth Baltimore player added to the reverse COVID-19 list in 2 days. The postponement Baltimore's Thanksgiving to Sunday means a quick turnaround. The Ravens are set to host the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday, December the 3rd. The Cowboys will have a full week to recover after playing on Thanksgiving, but Baltimore will play on 3 days rest. The Ravens could enter that game short-handed, any players who test positive must quarantine for at least 10 days. The Steelers, who are 10-0 for the first time in franchise history, can clear some playoff threats with a win over Baltimore and lose by the Miami Dolphins and Los Angeles Raiders. The Ravens 6-4 are looking to avoid their first 3-game losing streak with little Lamar Jackson as their starting quarterback. So we all now know that the boogie news for this game between the Steelers And the Ravens are postponed because of the COVID-19. And I think the Ravens are, I mean, don't even make no difference. I mean, it just didn't make no difference. Now, the Steelers are now 10-0, will clinch the playoff threats. And, boy, I gotta say, but in the hell, how in the hell did this happen for this one, folks? I just do not know. I mean, I just do not know why. Why is what's all this all about? So, but hey, this is real talk. This is real stuff here. The COVID-19 since March, the COVID outbreak, the coronavirus still going on. There is no vaccine, but it may get soon. And the game postponed. We got a lot of games postponed. So here's what is going on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Tomorrow Thanksgiving, yeah. Tomorrow at 12:30, Lions at home take on the Houston Texans. Starts tomorrow at 12:30. Then the Washington Redskins take on the Dallas Cowboys. They're on the road. Cowboys play at home for Thanksgiving. That starts at 4:30. Now, except for this host, except for this, and I gotta say this. What will happen now if the Cowboys win? Here's the standings for it. Okay, the Buffalo Bills. Now they are 7-3 in the AFCs. Buffalo Bills are now 7-3. Dolphins 6-4. Patriots 4-6, and Jets 0-10. AFC West. AFC West. Here you go. You got the Chiefs. They're 9-1. Raiders 6-4. Broncos 4-6. And Chargers 3-7. AFC North. Steelers now 10-0. Browns 7-3. Woo. Ravens 6-4. And then the Bengals are now 2-7-1. Now the Colts, AFC South. Colts 7-3. Titans 7-3. Texas 3-7. And the Jaguars 1-9. And boy, what this game is gonna do it. But hey, but man, I gotta say, this is all about stuff going on. But he gets it, he wants it. We just have to see what happens now. We're going to the NFC East right now. In the NFC East, the Eagles are now 3-6. Giants 3-7. Redskins 3-7. And Cowboys 3-7. Boy, it's a tie. They're all tied in the NFC East. But man, well now I gotta say, whoever ties this in ESC East may take the lead for sure. Okay, let's keep going. The NFC West, Rams 7-3, Seahawks 7-3, Cardinals 6-4, and the 49ers 4-6. In the NFC North, Patriots 7-3, Bills 5-5, Vikings 4-6, Lions 4-3, NFC South 8-2, Buccaneers 7-4, Panthers 4-7, and Falcons 7-3. Boy, so this is a lot going on here for us, and there's a lot going on here. Everything ain't not going to swim. Now, to all the YouTube subscribers, all we have to do is please don't travel. And now we see people already travel here at Thanksgiving to see their families. But boy, if you travel, please wear a mask or stay home. It don't matter if you travel, but please stay home and practice social distancing and keep social distancing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and all that kinds, all the stuff. Is a warning to the CDC guidelines. It's a warning to Dr. Anthony Fest. Never know. Please be safe. Stay safe, my friends. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Please stay safe. Until then, I'm Sakura. Have a great, great Thanksgiving. Good night, everybody.